So now we are moving towards joint D, and how can we solve it out joint D? So I am going to first draw the free body diagram of the joint D. How can we draw it? This is x-axis positive, negative x-axis, y-axis. This is negative y-axis. This is joint D, so the origin is 0, 0. There is a one member force that is acting downward, that is FDC. Then there is FDE, that is the horizontal one. It is acting directly on the minus x-axis. And there is another inclined force, and this is the first inclined force. We are going to solve it out. 4. This length is 3. So how can we draw the angle? So let me show you with a pen. And how can you find it out? So if this is theta, so this one is also theta. So your basic concepts of mass should be clear. So this one where the theta is attached, that is base, and this one is the perpendicular length. So what you have to do, you have to find out tan theta equals to perpendicular upon base. So here in this case, tan theta equals to 3 upon 4. So let me show you. This is FDB member force, and we have to resolve it into its components. So there will be vertical and horizontal component. So you can see, let me rub it, and it will be more clear to all of you. And I'm going to select another pan, and this is tan theta equals to 3 upon 4. This is tan theta 1 equals to tan inverse 3 upon 4. Theta 1 equals to 36.86 degree. This is theta 1. If you want to write down theta 1 equals to 36.86 degree. Now you have to resolve the FDB force into its components. So there will be horizontal component, that is minus FDB cos 36.86 degree. And let me mention you one thing more, that FDE is also on the is acting on the minus x-axis, and its direction should be in our left. So it should also be minus. And this is vertically downward force or component of FDB, so it is minus FDB sine 36.86 degree, and it should be -1 because it is parallel to the negative y-axis. So what you have to do, we have to sum up horizontal forces, then vertical forces. But in this case, we will make the equation for example, we are going to sum up horizontal forces. Summation of fx is equals to 0, and what you have to, minus FDE minus FDB cos 36.86 degree equals to 0. So you can see here, this is FDE, this is the horizontal force, and this one is the horizontal force. You can clearly see. Now what you have to do, we don't know about the value of FDE and FDB, so we are going to give this equation number 1. So this is the way to do it, and I have solved it after getting the value from by calculating by summing up vertical forces. You can see here, and in this case you can see how many forces vertically we have. This is the component of FDB, and this one is FDC, and this should be FDC should also be -1. So you can see in this equation, minus FDC minus FDB sine 36.86 degree equals to 0. And we have already calculated the value of FDC in the last slide at joint C. So I put the value of minus 400 here in the bracket, and minus sign is already here, you can see here. So now we will be able to calculate the value of FDB from here. So FDB, this value will remains here, and we will bring it to here, 400 upon sine 36.86, and you will get the value of FDB equals to 666.82 pounds, and it should be tensile force because the value is +1. So in the start, we always assume that member forces are always away from the joint. So what will happen, the value will get, for example, if you assume it all the member forces are away from the joint, so it should be +1. When you will get it the negative value, so it must be compressive one. So the force nature will be compressive. So I put this value, this is 666.82 value of FDB here. You can see I put it here, and when I have calculated, so I will get the value of FDE here equals to minus 533.52 pounds. So it is compressive in nature. Now I am moving towards the next slide, and we have already calculated 4 forces. Now this is joint B. The solution is continued, and we are going to make free body diagram at joint B. You can see minus x-axis, positive x-axis, positive y-axis, negative y-axis. This is the force acting on minus x-axis, FBA, and this is the FBC, and this one, the force is acting downward. It is already given in the question, that is 800 pound. So when we calculate it, it should be the negative one, because it is acting downward on the negative x-axis, negative y-axis, sorry. There is an inclined force, FPD. So we have to resolve it into its components. So how can we resolve it into components? As we did it earlier in the slide. So for example, if you calculate this angle, so you will be able to calculate this angle. So, and there is another force, that is FBA. There are so many forces at joint B, member forces. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forces are here. So 4 are the member forces. One is the external force which is acting over the truss. So what we have to do, we have to resolve this FBD into its components. So for this, we have to calculate this angle. So how can you calculate it? Let me tell you. Tan theta 2, I am going to tell this theta 2, tan inverse, and this is theta 2 equals to 36.86 degree. So this is the way to calculate it, and let me clear with the eraser. I think now this is useless, and hopefully you will understand it. So we are moving towards next work. So we have to break FBD into its components. This is the horizontal components, and this is the vertical one. Both are positive because both are acting along the positive x-axis and positive y-axis. What we have to do, we have to sum up horizontal forces, and then we have to sum up vertical forces. So how many forces are in the horizontal forces? FBA. FBA should be negative, and this is FBC positive one. This one is the 3 forces are there. So we have to sum up horizontal forces here. You can see here, this is the equation. You can make it minus FBA plus FBD cos 36.86 degree plus FBC. And we have already calculated the value of FBC in the first joint at C. So this was coming out to be 0 minus FBA, and we have already calculated the value of FBD. So we have put the value of FBD here, 666.82 cos 36.86 degree equals to 0. Now it is very easy to calculate FBA, so you can solve it here, and you will get the value of FBA, and the value of FBA is coming out to be positive one. So it means that this is the tensile force. Now I'm moving towards the sum up of vertical forces. So how can I sum up vertical forces? You can see here, the first you have to make the equation. So how can you make the equation? Let me tell you. Minus 800, this one is the force. Minus 800, this is acting downward. Then FBE, the positive one, this is acting upward. This is all again the force, that is FBT component, vertical component. So these are the 3 forces I have to sum up here, and I have to find out the value of FBA. I have already the value of FBD, that is 666.82. So I have to put the value of FBD, and then I will get the value of FBE after simplification. You can see in the system minus 800 plus FBE plus 666.82 sine 36.86 degree equals to 0. And this I put all these values opposite to on the other side of the equation, and then I will get the value of FBE, that is 400 pounds. It is the positive one, so the force is tensile one. So this is done. Hopefully you will understand it, how do we calculated joint B forces, member forces at joint B. So we are moving towards the next joint, and this is next joint A, and this is joint A. So what we have to do, so if you see this equation, I have calculated already. How can I calculate it in this equation? Now we are coming towards the free body diagram. This is free body diagram. You can see here minus x-axis, positive x-axis, positive y-axis, and negative x-axis. A is the origin, you can see. So there is a one force is acting over here, that is FAB, and this is AX equals to 0, and then there is a support also AY equals to 400 pounds, and there is another force that is FAF, and there is another inclined force FAE. And you know that how can we calculate the angle? So again 3 and 4, so the angle comes out to be theta 3, you can say. So you have to apply tan theta 3 equals to 3 upon 4, tan theta 3 equals to tan inverse 3 upon 4, so you will get the value of theta 3 equals to 36.86 degree. So I can put the value here, and now we have to resolve this force into its components. So FAE cos of 36.86 degree, and vertical component will be FAE sine 36.86 degree. So what we have to do, so now I am going to sum up horizontal forces here, and I have to make the equation for the horizontal forces. So there is one horizontal force FAB, that is positive one, then plus FAE cos 36.86 degree, and AX is 0, so there is no need to write it down. If you wanted to write it down, so you should write down 0. FAB plus FAE, you can see in this equation, FAB plus FAE cos 36.86 degree. Then I have to put the value of FAB. 530, we have already calculated earlier or computed, you can say 533.52 plus FAE cos 36.86 degree. So now you will be able to calculate the value of FAE. FAE is coming out to be minus 666.81 pounds. So it is the, this force should be compressive one. Now we are moving towards the vertical forces sum up. How can we sum up vertical forces? Now you can see there is one vertical force FAF, this is positive one. Then there is the vertical component of FAE, and then there is AY 400 pounds. So what you have to do, AY positive, this is positive, this one is positive, this one is positive. You have to sum up, and we have already calculated here the value of FAE. So this is the negative one. So we have to put the negative value of FAE here, sine 36.86 degree equals to 0. So we will get the value of FAF, that is coming out to be 0, because this is also coming out to be like minus 399.99, so it is around 400. So when you subtract 399.99, so you will get the 0 value. So it is becomes 0 force member. Hopefully you will understand this joint A, how we have calculated and how we have drawn the free body diagram over it. Hopefully it will clear to all of you. We are moving towards the next slide, and there is only one member forces left, that is FAF. No, FFE. So this is the joint E, and you can also select joint F, that is very easy. So you don't need to calculate so many things over here, so you can also select joint F as also. So you will get the value 0. So it will be a proof for you. So that's why I have shown to you how can you calculate the value of joint E, value at the joint E. So you have to calculate it. For example, there is a one vertically downward force is acting over joint E, FEB, and then there is another force, that is FE member force FED, then another force is FEF, and this is inclined force FEA. So this is 4, this is 3. Now how can you calculate the angle? You know very well how can you calculate the angle. So I'm telling you, this is tan theta 4 equals to 3 upon 4. If you calculate this theta, so what will happen here? If you are going to calculate this theta, so 3 upon 4 base, so 4 upon 3 will become, so you will get the here 53.13 degree. So I think so that is more easier, that you will do it to subtracted 90 degree minus 53.13 degree, and I can make this like this, and this will become 4. This is 4 already, and this is 3. So you will get the angle directly. So here theta 4. This is theta 4. So I have calculated from this side, and if you calculate from this side, so you will get 53.13. So theta 4 is coming out to be 36.86. You can see here. So let me rub it. I don't think so. It should rub it. FEA, we have to break it into its components. So FE minus FEA cos 36.86 degree, and this is minus 36 F8 minus FEAE sine 36.86 degree. So how many horizontal forces and how many vertical forces are here? Joint E, at joint E. So for example, I am going to sum up horizontal forces because I need to find out what FEF here, and FEF is lying on the horizontal forces, so we have to sum up horizontal force. So there is no need to go for the vertical forces here because we have already calculated 8 member forces and only 1 member force is left. So summation of fx, so what I have to select it, I have to take FEF, this one, this is the component to select it, FEA component, and there is another member force that is FED. So you can see in this equation here, F minus FEF, this is minus 1, minus FEA, this one, EA cos 36.86 plus FED. So you can see I put the value of this, FEF is equals to 0 force member. So it is coming out to be 0.0 force, 0 value. And if you will calculate the value of FEF and FFA, so you will also again get 0. So it is the proof. Whenever for example, if you are solving the truss from joint A, so you will get all the values same. If you are going to solve the values from joint C, you will get all the values same from the any side whatever you want to select it. So all the member forces should be whatever you are getting from anywhere, so you will get from other side also the same. So keep it in mind. I hopefully you will understand it, how can you calculate the member forces here. So now finally I am going to do what we have completed to calculate all the member forces here. So there is no need to move on another joint, or there is no need to sum up vertical forces at joint E. So at result you can see this is the result of this question. There are 9 member forces: FAB, FAE, FAF, FBC, FCD, FBC, FBD, FDE, FFE, FBE, and you can see all the values. I put the minus and plus sign over there, and if you are writing that that is the value is compressive, so there is no need to write down the negative sign there. So first value is the tensile one. For example, if you are asking for the nature of the force is tensile, and member force is in tension, and the FAE is in compression. Then if you are getting the value 0, so the member is called 0 force member. So you can see how do we calculate it, the member forces for the truss. Hopefully you will understand it, and that's all for today. Thank you for listening.